Business English can sometimes feel like a completely different language to standard English. With so many idioms and phrases specific to the world of work, it can sometimes feel overwhelming and confusing to language learners. In this lesson, I've created 8 real-world situations, and I want you to decide which is the most appropriate response in each one. Okay, your manager says this to you. Could you give me a ballpark figure on how many books we sold this month? Do you say A, 7,192, or B, around 7,000 or roughly 7,000? Okay, the answer, B. Could you give me a ballpark figure on how many books we sold this month? Oh, about 7,000. That's because we use ballpark figure to approximate a quantity or number. It's great if we don't have the specific amount. So whenever you don't know the exact number, you can say, oh, the ballpark figure is around 7,000. An example sentence? They've given us a ballpark figure for the office renovations, and the sum is eye-watering. So they've given us a vague number, a rough number of how much it's going to cost. Okay, scenario 2. It's late at night and your colleague says this to you. Oh, look at the time. I am so done with this project. Do you reply A, okay, should we call it a day? Or B, okay, let's keep going. Okay, the answer is A, should we call it a day? Oh, look at the time. I am so done with this project. Okay, should we call it a day? Yeah, I think it's for the best. That's because we use call it a day to say that we've decided to stop doing an activity or a task. We usually say it at the end of a day. For example, guys, let's call it a day and we'll pick it up again tomorrow. Okay, our next scenario. Your colleague says this to you. Get this, the marketing team think the launch is on Tuesday. The design team thinks it's on Wednesday. What's going on? Do you say A, they must have got their knickers in a twist? Or B, they must have got their wires crossed? The answer, B, they must have got their wires crossed. Get this, the marketing team think the launch is on Tuesday. The design team thinks it's on Wednesday. What's going on? Oh, they must have got their wires crossed. I'll get in touch with the marketing team. When 2 or more people get their wires crossed, they have a different understanding of the same situation. In essence, there's confusion. An example sentence? I'm so sorry, I thought you were going to do it. We must have got our wires crossed. So we must have had a different understanding of who should do it. I thought you were going to do it and you thought I was going to do it. We got our wires crossed. Okay, situation 4. Your colleague looks stressed. I've got to do these reports. I've got to pick up the kids from school. I've got this presentation to write. I've got to do some laundry. I've got to call my grandmother. Oh my God. Okay, what might be a good response? Sounds like you've got a lot on your plate. What can I do to help? Or sounds like you've got your glass half full. Can I help? The answer? A. I've got to do these reports. I've got to pick up the kids from school. I've got this presentation to write. I've got to do some laundry. I've got to call my grandmother. Oh my God. Whoa, sounds like you've got a lot on your plate at the moment. What can I do to help? When we have too much on our plate or a lot on our plate, we have too many tasks or activities to do. It can be a bit overwhelming. Now, it doesn't just have to be work tasks. It could be family-related tasks as well. So you've got to finish the presentation, but you've also got to pick up the kids. You've got to do the laundry, etc. It's a phrase that we can use throughout our life. An example sentence? Can you take care of the presentation? I've just got so much on my plate right now. If you're enjoying this video and you are finding the vocabulary useful, you will love my brand new digital book, A Really British Guide to Business English. It's designed to help you learn and improve your business English vocabulary so that you can thrive in the workplace. Business English can seem like another language. I get it. Doing your job is hard enough, let alone doing it in English. So I created this book to help you understand more, worry less, and communicate better. There is a huge A to Z dictionary of 555 modern business English words and phrases inside. All the phrases in this video are in there, plus so many more. This is the language that people are actually using in offices and meeting rooms around the world. You'll also find a guide to working in the UK, plus 17 mini lessons with practice exercises to help you communicate in real-world situations. Did I mention there's an audio guide showing you how to pronounce every single word and phrase in the book? It's perfect for business professionals and language learners of all levels. I've put months and months of research and hard work, plus a lot of love into this book. I know you're going to find it so useful. So if you'd like to get a copy of my brand new book, A Really British Guide to Business English, the link is in the description below, or you can go to my shop, which is shop.eatsleepdreamenglish.com. Okay, situation 5. Your colleague has just given a presentation and it was brilliant and you want to tell them. How do you say it? Hey, congrats, you knocked it out of the park, well done. Or B, hey, congrats, you kicked it into the goal, well done. The answer is A. When we knock something out of the park, we do something really successfully. For example, give a presentation. Hey, congrats, you knocked that presentation out of the park. It was fantastic, well done. This comes from baseball, the idea that when they hit the ball out of the park, it's a home run, so it's a success. An example sentence, don't be nervous about your interview, you're going to knock it out of the park. Okay, situation 6, a new colleague has just started work. Okay, do you say to them, don't worry, it won't take long for you to learn the ropes? Or B, don't worry, you'll learn the strings in no time. The answer is A, learn the ropes. Don't worry, it won't take long for you to learn the ropes. This means to learn how a particular job or task is done. For example, it didn't take me long to learn the ropes for this job. It didn't take me long to learn the ropes for this job. So it didn't take me long to learn all the particular tasks and activities I have to do to complete this job. Okay, number 7, your manager says this to you. Did the clients agree to our proposal? Now you want to say yes. How do you do that? Yes, everyone is reading the same book. Or B, yes, we're all on the same page. The answer is B, we're all on the same page. Did the clients agree to our proposal? Yeah, we're all on the same page. When you are all on the same page, you agree about something. For example, after lengthy discussions, the board and the shareholders were on the same page. Okay, situation 8. You've got an idea that you'd like to mention in the next meeting. How do you ask your manager if that's okay? A, I've got an idea that I'd like to run up the flagpole, if that's okay. Or B, I've got an idea that I'd like to throw in the fire, if that's okay. The answer is A. I've got an idea that I'd like to run up the flagpole, if that's okay. Okay, great. Why didn't you mention it in the meeting this afternoon? So the phrase to run something up the flagpole means to float an idea or suggest an idea to get other people's opinions. Do they like it? Do they not like it? Do they agree? Do they disagree? So an example sentence, that's a great idea. Why don't we run that up the flagpole at the next meeting and see what everyone says? So you run up the flagpole, you put it up to the top, and then get everyone else's opinion. If you'd like to learn more about business English, check out these 2 videos right here. And remember to go check out my book, A Really British Guide to Business English. The link is in the description below.